if you continue to believe, and if you allow your patients and family and the people you love to continue to believe that they are sick because they are born weak, you are a lifelong victim and you are a lifelong dependent. As long as they believe that, they will find it rational to believe that the solution is to take a drug to override their own regulatory systems. Because honestly, if genes do cause illness, if we are born genetically predetermined to get sick, then we can never prevent it. It's a waste of time, energy, and resources, which is exactly why medicine spends no time, energy, or resources on wellness and prevention. Because if your model is that the human being in front of you is sick because of pathological self-function or because of genetic predetermination, then it makes no sense to spend any of your time, money, energy, or resources on preventing that illness or getting that person well. The best chance you have to improve the quality of life of that person who's genetically predetermined to be sick is to palliate them with a drug and override their system as long as you can until they die. Do people who get chronic illness and go on medication get well? Is that even their argument? It's not their argument. They don't even pretend that. They don't even pretend. All they do is they convince you that you're born weak and sick. They convince you that your best chance is to palliate and to override your body's own abilities because they are inherently incapable of regulating yourself. Now, if I were going to talk to you about the difference between the allopathic or medical point of view and the chiropractic point of view, that's the difference. What's the major difference? We're right, they're wrong. Based on science. Not based on some kind of philosophy from D.D. Palmer or B.J. Palmer. D.D. Palmer and B.J. Palmer didn't discover the fact that we're self-healing and self-regulating. They recognized the fact that we're self-healing and self-regulating. These concepts, although espoused by one profession only, really, properly, which is chiropractic, which is I'm so proud to be a chiropractor, why we have such ability to save lives. Although these things are espoused by us above all else, we did not create these ideas. We've simply been the only healthcare profession that recognized them and withstood the onslaught from Rockefeller and the Flexner Report and said, we're not giving in and going drugs. We need to stop blaming our genes or our lack of intelligence for our problems and start taking responsibility. But the worst thing that can happen to a system that depends on customers who have no power and total dependence is them becoming empowered with the idea that they can take responsibility for their own health.